Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my fourth update for my Pan palette for 2025. I'm doing a face palette in an eyeshadow palette that's custom conglomeration of single shadows that I'm trying to finish up, and I have a single shadow as well. And then I'm kind of just playing with some other eyeshadow palettes as we go through the year. But before we get into that, this little monkey, she's got a little bone here. I was trying to bribe her to come sit with me because she wanted to run around. So this will be the last video probably that you will see her in because she has been adopted. So yeah, it's bittersweet. I am sad. I will try and throw up a picture of her from like the beginning because she has grown so much and changed so much. Like, look at her. She's so big now. I joke she's so big. She's still super small. And I am not a good measure. I am not a good banana scale because I'm 4'11". I am really short. I am really tiny. So we're both tiny together. So yeah, she has been adopted. So she will be going to her new home very soon. And yeah, like, I'm excited. I'm super excited for her. I'm excited for her new adventures and for her to have a great life. But it's always a bit bittersweet. I find the hardest part is not actually saying goodbye. It's not like all that stuff. It's when you come back. So when I come back into my apartment and it's quiet and it's empty. And that's always a weird feeling. I mean, that was always a weird feeling. Even like when Harley would go for like grooming and he'd be gone. Like the one groomer would take him for like the whole day. I didn't go to her very much. And it was just like, oh, he's not here. Like, you really do miss them. And she's been a little ball of fire lately. She's been feeling great. So she is a lot of energy. She is definitely a go, go, go little girl. So yeah, so I'm excited, but sad. But I mean, it just means that there will be time for another foster in the future. I will be taking a tiny break. I can't remember if I mentioned this, but I will be babysitting Luffy in June. If you remember Luffy, he's a cute little white dog. So hopefully I'll try and catch him in a video at some point while I have him, because it's only a few days. If not, he'll likely come up on my Instagram at some point, so you'll see him there. So yeah, so a little short break from fostering for a while, for probably about a month. And then we'll go from there. So yes, I'm going to put you down and you can run around with your bone, okay? She's like trying to bite the bone, but she's biting my fingers, and it's problematic. Okay, I wanted to keep this video on the shorter side, but I feel like I have a ton to talk about, so I'm gonna do my best to like edit myself, but we'll see. So the first palette is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 4. This is what it's looking like. I feel like it's going pretty well. You can see the three shades that I'm mostly focusing on is the two finishing powders and then the bronzer over here. The blushes are going down. You can see the blush, all the blushes, not all the blushes, the blushes and the highlight are pretty low as well. It's just that one middle blush that's gonna take time, and again, I don't see myself finishing that one, but I think I can finish at least those three powders, and I think I can hit pan for sure on this, and it would be nice if I hit pan on this, which I can see possible. I'm forgetting who posted this. I did see the quads, so Hourglass. So funny that I mentioned this in my last video. I'm like, could you do quads? And then could you also do customized quads? And guess what Hourglass is doing? They do now, because they would have had that planned like for a while. Of the pre-made quads, there's one, I think it's Sunrise, would be the one that I think I would get if I would get a pre-made one. I would really like to do a custom one, but it looks like that's not available in Canada yet. I don't know if it will be. Hopefully by the time I'm ready to get one of those quads, that's going to be availability, because I do want to finish at least those three powders before I purchase a new Hourglass palette, and I'm putting it out there. I'm very likely going to purchase one of the quads in the future because I do really like this. I enjoy it for travel. I probably will be taking this traveling with me. I'm not 100% sure because I do have a couple other palettes. I have my little face palette from Tarte that might be a little bit better to take than this one. It's just going to depend. I'll get into a little bit of that more with some of the eyeshadows that I want to talk about. So weights. Almost forgot about the weights on this. Last month this was 132.78 grams. It's now 132.61 grams. That's a difference of 0.17 grams. Kind of okay. Not great, but I feel like it's decent progress. It's average progress. I've been kind of, I would say, on and off wearing makeup this past month. With the little kitten caboodle over there, sometimes it gets hard, and sometimes I just don't bother with certain things like face makeup because she licks my face, as you've seen in previous videos. So next up is the eyeshadow palette. So I have 4 like shades that I've been playing with, but not. We'll get into that. And then this half is the stuff that I've been working on, and you can see we have a pan in every shade except for one, so I've been working on that one. So hopefully that one's like the most full, so it's gonna take maybe another couple months to hit pan on that. But yeah, I've really moved the needle on a couple, like these 2 right here. I feel like have really changed, and I can't remember if I had pan in this shade last update or not, but I do have pan. Yeah, so I'm really happy about the movement, but it's been slow. Again, like I said, like I've been kind of just using them here and there. I'm trying to focus on them, but at the same time, it's, you know, just, it is what it is. So, and yeah, like the weights, I feel like last month the weight was way more than it should have been. I feel like things are a little off there, but whatever, I'll just take what we've got. So last month this was 15.71 grams. It's now 15.64 grams. That's a difference of 0.07 grams. And then these 4 shades, I'm just going to leave them in for now. Normally I have other shades ready to pull out. We'll get into some of the reasoning why, but one of the reasons why is I've only really used the 2 middle shades. I haven't used the other 2. Well, I did use this in the previous month, so I might just pull that out, but I haven't used this shade yet. I've marked that I used this twice and this once. I know I've used them more than that, so I don't know if you can hear her, but she's just like digging in her bed and playing with her bone. She's just the cutest. She does all these funny things. I mean, she's also crazy, but some of the things she does are just so bizarre. She's such a weird little creature. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm just going to leave them for now. Maybe by the next update, you'll see that those have changed out. Like, I'll have changed them by then, but for now, I'm just going to leave them in. I'm not too concerned about rotating them in and out. And then the final thing was the single shadow that I'm working on. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Frog. Again, I use it maybe 3 times. Like, I don't use it a whole lot. I am trying to hit pan in the middle there. It is getting dry. I think I will hit pan. It's just going to take time, but I will hit pan. So last month this was 18.68 grams. It's now 18.64 grams. That's a difference of 0.04 grams. Yes, Pumpkin, do you want up? Okay, and then I did have some palettes that I was playing with over the past month. So the first one is this one, the Wild Nothing palette. This was an easy palette to wear. It's easy to like throw on. There's not a whole lot going on. I will say I leaned more towards using some more of the neutral shades over sort of like these more orangier shades, but I played with, I think, every shade in this, except for maybe, I know I used one of these 2, but I'm not sure which one it is. They're very close in tone. So yeah, nice easy palette, a nice spring palette, a nice like everyday work palette. So yeah, and good quality. And like there's 2, this one and this one are Super Shock shadows, yet they're still good. Like they're still usable. They're a little drier than normal, but they're still usable. So I don't know what's different about these in here, but they're still good. I also played with this little guy, again, an easy work palette. Sometimes I would just use 2 shades. Sometimes I would use all 4. Most of the time I just would use 2 shades. So I would just use like these 2 shades or these 2 shades or this shade and this shade. Tried to make it really easy. Again, a great for work palette. I did actually take this home when I was traveling home. When I say home, I talk about like my family home. So I go back and forth between my family home and my place. So if you're seeing me like edit, I have a tickle in my nose and I need to sneeze, but I can't sneeze. So I don't know what's going on. So anyway, I'm trying to edit out any of the weird faces that I'm making. So yeah, when I talk about the 2 homes, that's what I mean. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, this guy, a nice easy palette to wear, and quality is still really good on that. And then the last palette that I've been playing with is this one, the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde. I've worn it in a few videos. I think there was one video where someone was like, oh, I really like your eyeshadow, and it was this palette, and that's what I'm wearing today. And yeah, this is a fun, it's a good combo to me of fun and neutral, if that makes sense. Like you can get some really easy everyday looks out of this, and you can get some really pretty, like, fun looks. Like I feel like the look that I'm wearing today is a little more fun, a little more colorful, without being too much, but still really fun. I have no idea. Oh, what are you doing back there, girl? It's so funny because she's like more mature now, so I'm really seeing like her acknowledging and like learning and like digesting. Yeah, just the little tiny wheels are turning. I mean, they gotta be real small because her head's tiny, but they're definitely turning. She's actually a very smart dog. I definitely, if I were to keep her, put her in training. She will be very good when she gets some really solid professional training. So yeah, this has been fun to play with. Again, I feel like I've used every shade in this, I think. Maybe I didn't use the purple and these two shades. I feel like the two shades I used the least are these two shades right here. But yeah, really enjoyed playing with that. So to replace all that, I mentioned at the beginning that I am going on vacation shortly. And I like vacation because I like to be able to like play with eyeshadows. And I normally take... So I have these work Freudian slip there. I have these Viseart palettes. So here's these two. There's 4 of them. Which ones do I have? Let me just grab them here. So I have 3 that are like the, I don't know, mini size, 12 shadow size. So I've got Paris, Edit, Neutrals, and then Cools. And then I've got this little guy that I bought first, which is the Petite Pro 2. I'm not sure I'm going to bring these. I might bring one. I normally just bring one. Like I'll adjust and put them all in here. But I don't know. I was just thinking about, and like literally right before filming this, I'm like, I just feel like I want to play with some other shadows. It's like this catch-22 because I like vacation because I get to like play with makeup and try some different things. I like to wear like sparkly stuff. I am going to Vegas, so it's one of those things that's like a great opportunity to wear some fun stuff. I'll wear some different things, but at the same time, I don't want to take like forever to do my makeup. Like if you know, you know. Like I could take like an hour just to do eyeshadow if I really wanted to. So I don't know. These are some things that I was pulling out. So I pulled out this one. This is the Romantic Nomad from BH Cosmetics. And I talked about this fairly recently. I think it was like November or so. And the quality of this is really good. And I feel like there's some really pretty jewel tones in this that would be really, really nice to take with me on vacation. So that is up for consideration. One of the reasons why I'm like not considering a lot of palettes is size. Like I'm taking just a carry-on, so I don't want to have too much makeup. Like I gotta be choosy here. The other palette that I was considering bringing with me is the ColourPop. This is the Tender Loving Cancer, and mostly because those 2 top shades, I'm just gonna swatch them because they're just pretty and different and fun to wear, but not too out there, if that makes sense. So I don't know, hopefully you can see, I just did really quick swatches there. You can build those up a little bit more than that, but yeah, they're just really pretty different shades. I will be bringing these, and maybe, I think I've got the other one that's from ColourPop. So these are the 2 Laura Mercier's Caviar Sticks. One is in Moonlight, one is in Strapless. Ugh, that one's like breaking. This is Strapless, which was in a birthday gift. It's totally broken. And then this one's Moonlight. So I'll probably bring at least Moonlight and maybe Strapless. So those are those 2 right there. Moonlight for sure, because it again stays permanently. This is also another thing up for consideration, the Natasha Denona Chroma Crystal. Again, mostly because it's like a very long wearing eyeshadow. I'm going to swatch that over here in a little square or a little circle. It dries down and it stays put. So I might bring that. Another one that I might bring is this one. This is more of a topper shade. This is from Huda Beauty. I don't know what the actual name of this is. Can't read it because it's not English. So I'll put it up on the screen because I can't remember what this one is actually called. But it's a really pretty topper shade. When I swatch it here, it's not going to look like much, but it's one of those that like out in the sun, it looks beautiful out in the sun. It's actually looking very similar to the one above it, but you can see it's got like it's got that pinky orangey golden tone. And then that made me think of this eyeshadow. So I was like, maybe I bring this one? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I am going for like a festival thing, but it is a punk rock festival, not like a electric, what is it, EDM? Not like that, not Coachella. But like that's really pretty too. Actually, they're nothing alike. That's much deeper, much pinker. But maybe layered up, they'd be really pretty. And then I talked about, oh, this one's also a very nice glowy shade that's easy to wear. This is from the brand Araceli. I think this came from, what do you call it? Not Top Box. One of those things. I can't think of the name. BoxyCharm. Again, really pretty, but similar to the ones on the side there. So I don't know. It's like I have to pick and choose what I want to bring. And I talked about in my, I'm trying to think of what video it was now. Partners in Cream video. Oops. Lost little plastic thingy. In my Partners in Cream video, bringing the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow, but I might bring this one instead. This one is from NARS. It's in the shade Himalaya, I think. Yes, Himalaya. This is my perfect taupe. I don't know if you remember me going on like a taupe bandwagon of trying to find the right taupe, and that's exactly what I was looking for. And I swear there was like a Maybelline shade that looked like this, but I think my memory is faulty, and the Maybelline shade did not look that good. But anyway, yeah, this is a little single from NARS. And then I have two ColourPop ones. So I'll probably 100% take this one. This is Ice Dream. I love wearing this as like a topper shade, or just like a single shadow. I'm pretty sure I brought this with me last year, because again, it's one of those shades that in the sunlight just looks so pretty. So it looks kind of white there. I don't know how well you'll be able to see. Yeah, there. You can see the purple. I love Ice Dream. It's one of my favorite eyeshadows ever. Just because it's so versatile for me, I feel like. And then I forgot I had this when I was looking at my ColourPop ones. I'm like, oh, I got this one in one of their like surprise boxes. This is in the shade Deck. And it's like a silvery shade. So maybe, like this is the time for me to wear something like this. So I think I might bring this, I think. So we'll see. So yeah, that's a lot. I'm not bringing all of those. I'm not bringing everything I mentioned. I might do a video. Let me know if you want me to do a video. I'll probably do a video of like all the makeup I took versus all the makeup I actually used. I'll maybe just do it all in one video. I generally am pretty good now. I generally have edited myself down quite a bit with what I take on vacation now compared to what I used to. There's times where I used to bring way too much and I'd wear like half of what I would bring. But I'm pretty good now at editing myself. Mostly again when I'm just doing a carry-on. If I'm doing like a checked bag, yeah, like the makeup bag's gonna be, let's just throw all the things in that I want to bring in. And I haven't even gone into like lip colors, all the other eye stuff like eyeliners, although those are small and easy. And the lip stuff, again, I've learned to pare that down. Like the first year I brought way too many. I was like, I only wore like 2. And it's hard. Like I don't want to really reapply. And if I reapply, I just want like a lip gloss. So yeah, because it's long days. It's a marathon of an event. I've been going to the gym a lot to try and like get myself ready. But I'm excited to go, but you know, it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. So yeah, that is I feel like I've talked about a million other things, and a very small portion of this video has been about my actual Pan That palette. But my Pan That palette, I think, is trucking along quite nicely. So if you like this video, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.